Hi, my name is Ruth and this is my Flosstube channel, the Magpie Stitcher. I'm also the Magpie Stitcher on Instagram. This channel is all about my cross stitch and maybe some other crafts as I go along. If you like what you see, please subscribe and give me the thumbs up. I don't know how you people do this. This is really intimidating, but please bear with me. I have notes, so I will be looking down at them, and I have all my projects down here in front of me. Today I'm going to be talking about my plans for 2026. I've been thinking about my plans for probably the last couple of months about what I'm going to do in 2026. I would like to whip down a bit, but at the same time I would also like to still be able to do some new starts. So I was thinking of a plan of doing 26 projects in 26. My plan is to have 20 whips and 6 new starts. So I'm going to start off by showing you the 20 whips I have, and then I'll tell you about a little bit about how I came to choose those. So my first whip is the Fellowship of the Ring movie poster from Maxis Patterns. That's it there. It's a really lovely pattern. My son is really into Lord of the Rings, so there are a set of 3 of them. There is one for each of the three Lord of the Rings movies. So this is the first one, and it's being stitched on 16 count of Ada 1/1. My second project is Stroke of Midnight by Theresa Wentzler. This one will be for my daughter. I hope she doesn't watch this. It's called, it's stitched on 32 count white even weave, 2/2, and the skin will be done 1/1. So that's that one. It's beautiful. Number 3 is Donna. It's one of the Christmas Eve couriers by Nora Corbett. That's it there. It's being done on Dark Sky even weave, 28 count by Patrick Lane's Designs, 2/2 full cross. It'll be done. It's being done as part of a series, so it will technically be a new start, but I am not counting it as one because it's a continuation as one of my new starts next year, because it will be a continuation of the series that I'm doing. I have already completed Dasher, and which I will show you later, and am about halfway through Donna. No, not Donna. Dancer. This is Donna. Okay. Now, I didn't mention previously my Stroke of Midnight piece is on my Whip Go board. I've got 12 pieces on my Whip Go board, and they'll be appear on the board twice each, and there'll be one new start, and I will point them out as I get to them. I shall try not to forget. Okay, number 4 is Catch the Wind by Marilyn Leavitt-Imblum, and she is Butternut Road Designs for this one. I think she's got 3 design companies that she does charts for. Now I'm doing Catch the Wind on 32 count Blue Sky by Patrick Lane Designs, 2/2. Catch the Wind is also on my Whip Go board. Next one is October Opal Fairy by Mirabilia, and she is absolutely beautiful, and this is one that my granddaughter chose and would like to have this. I'm stitching her on 28 count Witch's Brew Opalescent by Patrick Lane Designs, 2/2, and her skin is 1/2. 1/1, sorry. Okay, the next one I am doing is ANZAK by Long Dog Samplers, and that's it there. ANZAK is being stitched on 36 count Royal King linen by Paddock Lane Designs. And it's being stitched with Silks for You PR070 silk, and it's 1/2 full cross. Number 7, which is on my Whip Go board, is Cinderella from the Xstitch shop on Etsy. That's her there. She is being stitched on a 32 count lemon meringue by Paddock Lane Designs, 2/2 full cross. The next piece, number 8, is called We Do Gaming by Vanna Schwarz from Choco Coco Stitch, and that's it there, and my oldest son will be the recipient of that piece. It's being stitched on, let me see, a 32 count Swaiga Murano printed fabric in Vintage Atlantic, and it's stitched 2/2. That one is also on my Whip Go board. The next piece is a Carolyn Manning piece. This is Grandma's Lilacs. I absolutely love the colours in this, and it's just being stitched on a 16 count gridded Ada by Zweigat. Isn't that just beautiful? After that we have what I call the Rose Teaset. I bought this one on eBay probably about 25 years ago. I don't think it's a copyrighted pattern chart. I think it is one of their own. It was from NKF Cross Stitch. For this I'm just using the kit fabrics and floss. And it's done on a 14 count Ada. The next one is Quirky Birds from Tidy Patterns on Etsy, and I absolutely love these birds. They are gorgeous. I'm stitching that on a piece of 32 count opalescent even weed that was hand dyed by Paddock Lane Designs. I don't know the colour. It was sold as a dice. It had some dye spots on it, so I bought it that way, and it's absolutely beautiful fabric. That one is also on my Whip Go board, and I missed the others. We Do Gaming, Grandma's Lilacs, and Rose Teaset are also on the Whip Go board. The next one is also on my Whip Go board, and that is the Ukraine Gnome number 1. Now, I purchased this from Wonderland Ukraine. Now, they no longer sell it, but you can still buy it from Wonder Stitch UA on Etsy. And he is really gorgeous, and I think I'm about 50% done on him. And he's stitched on a 16 count Ada called, and the colourway is called Bruised, from the Stitching Spot in Australia. Next one I'm doing is number 13, is a Christmas stocking, and that will be for my great nephew. That's a Design Works kit, and the artist is Marianne Savage, and it's stitched on a 14 count light blue Ada, which came in the kit, and all the kit supplies are being used for that. and I have no idea how much I have done. I think I've done, except for the name, all the top, probably down to about here. But yes, it's quite a beautiful piece, and I hope he likes it. His cousin got one last year. Now, number 14 is Renoir's Ballet Dancer. It's charted by Orenco Originals, and now it's being stitched on 14 count wide 8. I bought this many years ago off eBay, and they do have an Etsy shop, I believe. So I haven't found this one again. I don't know if you can still get this one, but they do chart a lot of the old master artists' works, and that is just absolutely gorgeous. Okay, now the next piece is a bookmark, and this one we'll get around to starting it sometime soon. This piece I am doing, it's a double-sided bookmark. I'm doing this piece for a smalls exchange for the Stitching on the Border retreat in Albury that I will be attending in March next year. They're doing their smalls exchange the smalls exchange this time is a bookmark and a book. So that's pretty exciting. The next one is The Sheep Shed by Fiona Jude of Country Threads, and that's a very Australian kind of piece. I really love her stuff. I have some others that have not made it to my 26 this year, but I'm hoping to get this one at least close to finished, so I can move on and do another one next year. And that one is also on my Whip Go board. The next one is Patchwork Bear. It's a DMC kit. The artist is Maureen Christie. And it's stitched on a 16 count Ada using kit supplies, and it's very cute. The next one I'm going to be doing is, and I haven't received the pattern for it, the chart for it yet. It's in the mail, it's on its way, and that's Christmas Tiny Town. Someone at the retreat I was at has decided that they're going to make it a stitch along for next month, leading up to Christmas, and I think it was Lisa from Paddock Lane Designs, but I'm not sure. And so I thought I would get it and join in. So that will be, so that, well, it won't be a new start, but if it's finished before next year, it will be exchanged for something else for my 26 and 26. The next one is on my Whip Go board. It's called The Sea. It's artwork by Dinois, and it is out of a magazine which I can't seem to find at the moment. I think it's Australian Cross Stitch and Beading, Jill Oxton's Cross Stitch and Beading magazine, and it's issue number 45. And that's just being stitched on a 14 count navy Ada. The next one is another DMC kit, and this is one of Olga Gostin's Australian Home series. This is the Old Timber House, and I absolutely love that. It makes me feel like I'm home. I grew up in a house something similar to that when I was young, so that's just a beautiful piece. I'm stitching that using all the kit supplies. Okay, now we're going to move on to our new starts for 2026, and I am doing the Haid cell this year. This will be a first for me, and this is, I'm doing Glistening Wings, which is, oh, that's good. It looks stunning, and I really do hope it looks as good when it's stitched. Now for this piece, I have bought a piece of 28 count gridded even weave. I've never stitched on 28 count before, so that's going to be a challenge. If I find in the first few days I don't like it, then I'm just going to buy a 25 count piece. And it just means I'll have to restart. So that's all very exciting. My next new start will be the Collingwood football emblem for my Australian rules football team. This is something I want to do. I want to stitch the football when the season starts. I think in April is their first game, and I will start it then, and I will stitch, I think, 5 times the number of 5 times their score, and if they win I'll do a bonus 500 stitches is how I plan to do it. So when they play every week, that's what I'll be stitching on. That is not why I called myself a Magpie Stitcher. I will explain that when I finish here. I'll let you know why I chose the Magpie Stitcher as my channel name. My next new start, and the chart hasn't arrived yet, it'll be on my Whip Go board. In number 13, I always put a new start, and this is the Embroideress by Joan Elliott. I haven't chosen a fabric for it yet. The chart has not arrived. It will be done on a 32 count even weave. I have quite a stash of 32 count even weave because I'm in the Fabric of the Month program with Paddock Lane Designs, and I have been for 2 years, so I'm sure to have something that will suit. Okay. The next new start is going to be a baby birth record. My nephew and his partner are expecting a baby girl soon, so this will be a new start for her birth, and that's a dimensions chart. It's one I picked up recently. I think I got it from an op shop, or as we call them here, or a charity shop, you might like to call it, and it's just very cute. And it's called Dreaming Birth Record. The artist is Ruth J. and Bill D. Moorhead, and it's from Dimensions. I haven't chosen the fabric for it yet, but I've got plenty to choose from. The other 2 new starts I will be doing will be some, I haven't chosen them yet. There are 2 more retreats I'm planning to attend and for the year, and they will be for the Smalls Exchanges. So now I'm going to show you what I've finished so far this year in 2025. And the first one is my the state of origin football team Queensland, the Queensland Maroons that my husband follows. It was stitched as a gift for him. Yeah, I gave it's his birthday tomorrow, and I haven't framed it yet, but that will be fine. My next finish was Dasher, and that's one of the Christmas Couriers by Nora Corbett, stitched on Dark Sky, 28 count even weave by Paddock Lane Designs. The next finish was, it was a kit that was given to me by some work colleagues when I left a job to move away. It's called Cyclamens. It was a Semco kit, and I believe it is stitched on 14 count Ada and anchor floss. I actually made some slight alterations. I added the back stitch because the original pattern didn't have back stitch, and I thought it needed a little definition. Okay. My next finish was what I called Tea Time. It was another Chinese pattern. I actually bought this one at one of our big box craft stores called Lincraft. I bought it probably about 15 to 20 years ago. I've never seen it since. The writing at the bottom, anytime is tea time, is different to what it was on the chart. The chart looked like they had tried to imitate someone's handwriting, and it wasn't very successful, so I just sort of made it up as I went along. But I really love this piece, and it will be turned into a clock when it's done. The last one, which I finished just last week, and I'm very proud of. It's been 2 years. I started on the 1st of January. I can't see what you can see. 2024, and I finished it on the 25th of November, and I'm very happy with that piece. So, and this is Map of Australia, artwork by, I don't know if you can, this is Map of Australia, artwork by Steve Sundram, charted by Artisy, and I finished it, yes, last week. Okay, if you didn't get all of that, when I go back and check, I will make an attempt to insert a photo. Okay, now that's all I have. Oh, I was missing one. That's all right. I'll get to that later. So thank you for watching and listening, and I'm planning to be back possibly the first weekend in January with a whip parade for you. Okay, thanks for watching.